Hi friends, today we're going to make some plate spinners. This is a project that we had as one of our take-home kits. If you got one, you have the materials with you. If you didn't get one, this is what you'll need. You'll need a white paper plate. It doesn't have to be white on the food side that you eat on, but it needs to be white on the bottom. A white paper plate, a wooden skewer. This one is pointy at one end. You need some air dry clay. You need some glue. And then you also need something to color with. So I have markers. You could use crayons, colored pencils. And then an optional thing you could use is a ruler. Depends on the design that you want to make. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a design on the back of our paper plate. So not the part you eat on the back of it. We're going to try and find the center point of the paper plate. So I'm going to use my skewer to try to make this line. So I'm going to hold it across the middle. I'm going to draw a straight line, as straight as I can. Do your best. Okay? Then I'm going to go the other way so that it goes up and down. This is going to help me find the center point. Okay. So I made a little cross here, and this section in the center is my middle point. So I made a little circle there so I remember. For my design, I want to do like rainbow colors. So I am going to continue to make lines on the bottom of mine to make it look like a pizza. So through that middle point, I'm going to draw a couple more lines. So I've got some pizza or pie slices on the bottom of my plate. All right. So it's going to look something like this. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is color those pie slices in. So I'm going to do mine sort of like a rainbow. So each one's going to be a different color. So my first one is going to be orange. I'm just going to color that in. Okay. All right, so there's my orange pie slice. And I'm going to keep going around the circle. If at any point during this video I'm going too quickly, you can pause the video and take your time making your pie slices and color them in. Okay, so I've done orange, I've done yellow, I'm going to do some pink. All right, and you want to go all the way around your pizza. You could make a pattern of colors, so I could repeat these colors over and over again. I could make it more like a rainbow effect, where I use different colors all the way around. And I quite like the idea of maybe doing a pattern. So I think I'm just going to use one more color, and I'm going to use green as my other color. And then I'm going to start the pattern again. So you could change I thought I was going to make a rainbow, but then I thought that pattern idea might be a good idea. So it's okay to change your design or pattern, however you want to decorate. You could also do it in swirls instead of pie pieces. Really, it's whatever you want to make it. This is your plate spinner. Make it unique. Make it yours. All right, so I'm going to then repeat those colors, but backwards on the other side of my plate. You guys like to color things in like this? I do sometimes. Sometimes I like to take my time, and sometimes I want to go fast. Sometimes I want to go slow. Just like you. All right, now I am up to yellow again. Yellow I find very hard. Sometimes yellow looks really good and sometimes it doesn't look great, but that's okay. I've started it and I'm gonna keep going with it. And now I'm gonna do my orange and then I'll have one more slice to do. Okay, let's see. Orange, orange, orange. All right, and now we're on to our last pie piece. We are on to my pink slice, my last pink slice. So I did 2 of each color on my pie. Pie or pizza, however you want to do it. All right, so here is my design. Your design might look like mine and your design might be a bit different. It is up to you. All right, now comes the part where you need to be very, very careful and ask a grown-up for help if you think you need it. So where we found our center spot, we are going to use the pointy part of our skewer to poke a hole. Okay, there's the hole. Now I poked it through on this side, but I'm gonna stick it through on this side like this, okay? So I just want a little bit of it sticking through and then on the one side with the colors and a lot sticking through on the other side. All right, now I'm gonna set that aside for a second and I'm going to get a ball of air dry clay, okay? So I'm gonna roll it into a ball about like this. Then I'm going to break it in half so that I have 2 balls and I'm gonna roll them into 2 balls, okay? All right, so we are rolling that into 2 separate little balls. So I've got 2 balls of air dry clay. And they could be bigger, they could be smaller, depends on how you want to do it. Next thing you're going to need is your glue. So for your glue part, it's going to combine with your clay. So just going to get mine down to the right spot. Shake that glue down, right? Okay, I've got my glue. I'm gonna put some glue on the outside, the colored part of my spinner. Sometimes your glue might need a little help, a little zhuzhing. I'm gonna use my skewer to help that come back. Sometimes our glue just doesn't want to work, does it? I'm going to get a different glue. Hold on 1 second, friends. Okay. So this one's a clear glue, but it's the same thing. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue around the outside where the design is. Then I'm going to take my ball of clay and I'm going to stick it over the pointy part because we don't want pointy things to poke us. All right. All right, so that's sitting on the glue. I'm going to turn that upside down. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, only the process is a little bit different for the bottom. You can't just stick it on top, but I'm going to put glue around the stick. Then I'm going to roll my ball into a little bit more of a sausage. Okay. And I'm going to put it around that bottom part to hold it in place where I put the glue. So when this dries, it will all dry together. Okay. Let me give you a better look at that. All right, so there is my bottom clay on top of the glue to hold it in place. And now is where you need a little bit of patience, my friends, because all of this has to dry. Our air dry clay takes about 24 hours to harden, I think, maybe a little more, a little less. And the glue has to dry too. So you're gonna let this sit and dry. But when it's dry, what you can do with it is just, it'll spin, and your color wheel will spin, and your design will spin, and it will look super fun and festive. You can rub it between your two hands to spin, but mine still needs to dry too, so I'm not going to do that right now. All right, have fun making your plate spinners. Good luck with that, and have a great weekend. Bye.